Hello, it's Janine here. How are you? From wherever you're from. I'm from the Gold Coast in Queensland, and I'm going to have a chat about empaths, which I was one and didn't even know. That's how I figured this out. Here's something that no one tells you. Carrying what isn't yours always has a cost to you and your physical body. And most of the time, you're the one paying for it because you're not even sure or you don't even know that that's happening. When you carry other people's energy, it doesn't just weigh you emotionally, it impacts every area of your life. Emotionally, you might feel drained, moody, or anxious without knowing why. And physically, you can develop fatigue, headaches, or tension because your body is storing what doesn't belong to you. Even financially and more practically as well, it can show up and you give away too much of your own energy. Does that make sense? In fact, when you do that, you give away too much of your money, your energy, your time, your emotion. You give everything to everybody else energetically and probably physically as well by doing things for everybody because you're unconsciously trying to make others feel better. That's what you came here to do. You did, just not like that, right? Because, we didn't learn that in school. Okay, I remember working with a woman who came to me exhausted. She thought she was depressed. But when we dug a bit deeper, we discovered that what she was carrying her whole family's worries, all their stresses, all their worries, and their emotional weight. In actual fact, our body often compensates by putting weight on physically because it's trying to keep a distance from people. And when we can't do it energetically, which is what I'll show you how to do, we put that weight on because we're trying to keep some form of distance. And so we make it physical and actually put weight on. And you could be eating all the right things and still not being the weight that you want to be. I know I've seen that many times happen, and people just literally start losing weight once they start and get their empathic skills under control and to be used for the best possible outcome instead of just trying to literally survive life. You're not equipped to let it go at this time. Once the woman learnt how to clear, her vitality came back instantly, and she was no longer sleeping every afternoon because she was exhausted. She started losing weight once she learned how to protect and clear herself if she did take something on. Her whole life changed. And guess what? So can yours. You don't have to have that overwhelm. You've got a superpower. You really have. And once you learn how to harness it, completely different life to the one that you've got now. Here's the truth. Healers. Empaths are natural healers. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go and work in a healing capacity. Your very presence, get this, you, the overwhelmed empath, your very presence will change someone else's life just by talking to them. They'll walk away feeling great, but you'll learn that when you hold your own, you'll feel walking away, you'll feel great too, instead of that overwhelm that usually happens. Because at the moment, you're without boundaries and you've become a sponge instead of the channel that you're meant to be. And when you're overloaded with other people's energy, there's no space left for your own creativity, your clarity. There's no joy in your life as it is tangled up with everyone else's, and you're at a loss as to who you actually are. So you lose yourself in that. Releasing what's not yours is one of the most liberating steps that you can take as an empath. And when you stop paying the price of other people's emotions, then you reclaim your power, your peace, and your energy. You'll be a completely different person, and you'll be showing up exactly how you were meant to. If this is something that you would like to learn and change your life in a very short time, then that would be wonderful if you'd come join me. Coming up is my 4-week class, and I look forward to seeing you there and working with you. Click the link below that takes you to my website and just fill in the form that'll send your email off to me, and I'll get right back to you. Thank you for listening.